Hi, everyone. So we wanted to make a positive change in our community and inspire others too in their own lives. Throughout many changes to our project, this was the common theme. And before I get too into this, I'm just going to go through a quick agenda. So first, I'm going to talk about what we aim to do, and then an overview of the project, how we did it, and the future of this project, and a reflection on the project. So I said that the goal was to make an impact, and specifically in regards to the environment. We had three main aspects of this. The first was implementing solar. The second was conserving energy at our school. And the third was doing a lot of outreach and education. And this was particularly important to educate our community. So as I said, our project went through a ton of changes, but I'm just going to go through the highlights and then we'll go more into depth. So we obtained 1,250 energy efficiency kits, which each will go to one student. We created a video and a form or survey to go with it, which hundreds of students learned from. And based on this, 100 students committed to conserve energy by changing one of their habits in their own lives. And we advocated for solar, most importantly, with the superintendent and major decision makers like the school board. And we received a lot of support and interest in this, which I'll also go more into. So first, I'm going to talk about solar. We started by doing a ton of research. These are a few pictures from our experience. So this is when we met with a solar company. We actually met with multiple, and they gave us different options. So this picture in the top left is a helioscope, which is a visual representation of how the solar panels could go on our school. And in the bottom was actually a screenshot from when an engineer took the time to teach us how a solar system worked, which was really cool to learn about. And this is some of the people that we met with from the solar companies. It's Jacob and TJ and Rachel, and they taught us about the options, benefits, and how it works. And once we were confident in our knowledge, we presented to anyone that would listen to us. We started with assistant principals and teachers, and we worked our way up to the superintendent. And so this is just a picture of us presenting the cost analysis on Zoom, as mostly everything for this had to be virtual. And the superintendent really took it, supported it, and ran with it. So there was a lot of support in the district, and it makes a lot of sense. Like objectively, really every person that we met with supported it a lot. We believe in the future there will be official proposals and decision making. The time frame is uncertain. There's a lot of things that are out of our control on major decisions like this. We've been very involved and will continue to be. And this is also why we had the energy conservation part of our project as well, which I will now talk about. So we had different plans. Everything got moved online. So we're like, how do we make this virtual? We first made a video. This is some scenes from our video. We talked about how to conserve energy, essentially. And after that, we invited we spent a lot of time basically getting it put out, showed to students. It ended up being displayed in classes during a little bit of free time at the middle schools. And we invited students to fill out a form, and we invited them to make a commitment to change one of their habits to conserve energy. And this was the results. We had over 100 different students commit to conserve energy, and many of them committed to multiple things. So these are some of the most common: using natural light, using natural heating and cooling, taking shorter showers, although there were many different responses. And then 96% of the students that took the time to fill out the form made a commitment, which was really high and we were really happy about. These are middle school students, and we reached them in the stage of their life where they're building habits and values. And while they may not remember this video, we really hope that they keep the habits and they keep what they learned as they progress throughout their lives. This leads into probably the most exciting part of our project, which is all these boxes. So we were able to receive over 1,000 of these energy efficiency kits, and here's what's in them. oh, sorry, let me go back to that. So there's like solar charger, and it's both energy and water efficiency and conservation. And so these will go out to students. There were 1,250 of these kits. And just to put a few numbers out there, we estimated the cumulative savings would be 350 megawatt hours and 2 million gallons of water per year. So between all of the students. And most importantly, in our opinions, is the students are learning about this. They'll be watching a video that we made on how to use it, and they're learning the why behind why are they putting in these new light bulbs? Why did they get this kit, which is really the most important part. And so what's next? I'd love to keep talking about what we did. I definitely could fit in more, but we're on a time limit. So here's what's next. Distribution. Some kids just went to school, so that will make it a lot easier. And since we just received them recently, that's coming up very soon. We're continuing to advocate for solar. The ball's rolling on this one. There's been a lot of interest. It's being pursued, and as decision makers continue with this, we will be involved in this. And then as our legacy, essentially, we're reaching out to other schools and basically encouraging them to take on a project like this of their own at their own school. And so that's really exciting. And we hope that other people will look into this at their own school. And we're also sharing our work and what we did with them. So I wanted to bring you back to this slide. We wanted to make positive change in our community and inspire others to in their own lives. And we've reached every level in our district. We've reached middle schoolers, high schoolers, staff, and like decision makers, the superintendent. And the thing that all of them said was like, wow, thank you for doing this. I didn't know that. That was our most common response. And that was really exciting to see that we could actually educate others and inspire others to make change and be involved on their own. And obviously this is a very open-ended goal, and it's something that I'm still committed to, and I will be continue to pursue in my other environmental projects and as I move forward. But we're very excited about this. And I just wanted to finish with a funny memory of mine. So when I was really young, like 7 years old, I remember being at a state park and I saw a tree that looked something like this. It was going straight out of the rocks, and I thought it was the funniest thing. And I don't know why I remember this, but I do. And looking back, I see a resilient tree, and I see a tree that took all the different paths. And that's something that I learned to do to this project. Like, we encountered more obstacles than we even knew existed, and we changed our route. We put roots in where we could, and the paths that weren't available, we just went different routes. So resiliency was a major thing that I learned, and I know that I'm never going to be afraid of trying something again. Thank you.